Hello, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. Welcome back to my mess. Things are still a mess because I have a craft show on Saturday down by my daughter's house in Pennsylvania. That means I have to be all packed up by Thursday night because we'll be leaving on Friday morning. And this is a show where I get to set up on Friday night and then sleep late on Saturday. No, well, not late. But it's not like I have to be at the show at 7:30 to set up. I have to be there by like 9 o'clock just to do the last little fine tunings. So, today when I got home from church, I sat down with my day planner and a dry erase board and started trying to map out, like, what do I still need to get done? I have plenty of inventory. I'm not worried about that. It's just keeping on top of everything and staying organized. Yeah. I have two teeny tiny things to show you that I finished. I talked about these last night. This is a pattern from All From Jade. And she makes it in big, chunky plush yarn. I make it in worsted weight. So there's a teeny tiny whale. Oops. Whale overboard. And then I finished another one. And I played yard chicken. And I lost. So I cheated. This little red whale has an orange tail. You see, if you lose a yarn chicken, then you try to come up with a solution that makes it look like, yeah, I intended to do that. I intended to make a red, oh, get your spout. Here we go, let's get this spout more spouty. I intended for this red whale to have an orange tail. Yep. That's how I play yarn chicken. So what's up for this week? Ta-da! Try to get it so the ring light isn't. I want to finish a kit. Keep up with that. I do have a pug kit that I started working on. And I think I've got most of the head done. And then I stalled on it. I should get back to that. And then 3 Instagram posts. I've been neglecting Instagram, and Instagram can be a good tool for driving traffic. I have had sales where someone saw something that I posted on Instagram and came to my shop and bought because of that. So I need to focus on Instagram. And to me, this is, as I'm looking at the video, these are backwards, and I'm trying to read my, okay, 3.3 inches on Trudy's blanket. It's currently at 10 inches, which is right on schedule. So I need to just do a row or two each day to keep up with that. 1 new Etsy listing. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things. I could just do an Etsy listing on Easter bunnies and put up some of the new little bunnies that I've been making. Update 3 Etsy listings. That's for something like, I currently have a dragon listing. So get my new dragon added to that listing. Yep. Or add my new Highland cow to one of my cow listings. Yeah. Got all this stuff I finished. And yeah, I will be taking to craft shows. So there's 2 more craft shows. There's one in March, one in April, and then one in May. But the one in May is an outdoor show. If the weather looks like it's going to be really miserable that weekend, I'll have to bail. I am not, if we're having high winds and rain and all that, I'm just going to take the loss. I'm not going to do it. But so that one could be very good. It could be a loss right from the start. Okay, Etsy. Okay, all this weird stuff. BOSB, that's Battle of the Scrap Bags. Sorry about bouncing this around here. I have all but 3 pictures in a folder ready to do the finale video, and I've just been neglecting Mr. Laptop. Oh, I should put on here, get up to date with adding links to the description of videos. But my pen died, so that's why the stuff at the bottom is really light. My dry erase pen was running out. It was drying out, so hopefully leaving it capped for a while, it'll refresh itself, and then I'll be able to cross things off on my list with a nice broad stroke. Update inventory. Now, my inventory is a Google Sheet that I have. Excuse me, I have to get my clipboard. I'm saying excuse me to all the little animals that I'm moving out of the way. I have, I think it's 20-something pages. It has not been updated since my last show, and that's not it. Okay, I thought I had it right here in front of me. I don't. I have a list of shows. Okay, so I need to go in and delete all of the items that were sold at the last show. As the show was going on, I was getting this spreadsheet and I was crossing things off. So it's just a matter of going through and making those changes. I need to go through my day planner. Okay. Let's see, that would be right here. No, it isn't. We'll go back a page. Okay. As I finish things, I have a page in my day planner where I write down what I finished, the date, the price that I think I'll be selling it at, if it appears in a video, when I've taken a picture of it, when I've added it to inventory, when I've added it to my Etsy shop, and when I've added it to Ravelry, if there's a pattern that I can link to it on Ravelry. I have stuff here from January that I have not completed yet. I have a little dinosaur that is not added to Etsy yet. I have Foxy Noxy, that fox with the Buffalo Bills jersey and the number 88 on his back for Dawson Knox. That's not on Etsy. I thought that would go in one of my local shows. It's like, people, it's a Buffalo Bills fox. Come on, Bills fans, get it. Just all this stuff. A lot of it just needs a little bit. There are maybe about 10 items here that need to be added to inventory. And then this only goes up to March 13th because I ran out of space on the page. I need to start a new page for this. Move over a few pages in my day planner. Copy everything that is not crossed out here. There are only, of the whole page, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 items crossed out. There are a few things where I just need to do a little bit, like the mushroom boy with the red sparkle cap that I made last week. That is a pattern by the Friendly Red Fox. She has it on Ravelry. So I need to take the pictures that I took and put them on Ravelry linked to her pattern. You know, that's such a nice thing to do for designers. Because when somebody clicks on a pattern on Ravelry and sees that other people have made this, and they can look at the other creations and say, oh, that's cute. Oh, yeah, I want to make that. So, I don't know. It's one of my, as someone who has patterns on Ravelry myself as a designer, when I go in and I see like, oh, somebody else has made my pattern and they put a project, I love that. It's encouraging to the designer and it's fun for them. So if the pattern is on Ravelry, I try to get a project made and linked to the designer. So, I mean, all I have to do is link that, just take a few minutes, and I can cross that line off here. So that is the next thing on the list, to copy this finished page over to a new page and get that updated with the new things that I've finished recently. And the other one was to print out a new spreadsheet for Saturday's show. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's not on this list. I have to get everything ready and pack the car for Saturday's show, for Friday's setup. I've got the inventory somewhere. I have a list of the 24 items I want to make sure that I take. So it's just a matter of grabbing an empty bag out of the closet and saying, okay, I'm taking dinosaurs. I have a bag already. You can just barely see a little bit of blue, like right there. I have 4 blue vinyl bags. One has dinosaurs, one has dogs and cats, one has jungle. What's the other one? Play food. So the dinosaur bag is going. The jungle bag is going. The dogs and cats are going. So I just have to go through those and make sure that each item has a price tag. Unless there's a sign. If there's a sign like axolotls, the big foofy ones are one price. I have these with just a single strand of yarn that are maybe 6 inches tall. They're another price. This guy will have his own price. Then there's, what up there? The baby axolotls, the pattern from Minigurumi. So I'll just do an axolotl sign. These are the prices for the axolotls. So I don't have to go through and put a price tag on every single one. I also did that with Highland cows. Well, this guy does have a price tag on him. There's a picture of Hildy the Highland cow and the little roly-poly cows that I made from a pattern from a kit. Different price points for the two of those, but okay, here are these prices. And I wish I could remember where I was going with that. Adding price tags, just making sure I have stuff. That's on the game plan. I think everything else is pretty much set. I mean, this is the simple show. I'll put a picture up there. I don't have to take all of my setup crates, like my wire rack or anything like that, because I just go in, put up my table, put the big stuff on the table, and all those little cubby holes behind, I can tuck things in. Like, okay, here's a turtle shelf, here's a frog shelf, here's a cat shelf, here's an octopus shelf. It just sets up so easily. And I can have stuff in squishy bags rather than big totes. And it's usually a very well attended show. And the organizer is a doll. She comes around, she makes the rounds, and she'll ask each vendor, how are things going for you? How's it going? How's it going? So it's a very nice show overall. And you've always got these teens who are working the show coming around. Hi, do you need anything? Do you need anything? They push around a little cart with chips, candy, bottled water, cans of pop. Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Here, buy something from us. They have vendors outside. They some Amish come up. They have a driver who picks them up with all their gear, and they come up, and they're actually frying donuts right outside the school. I can't have any because they have gluten, but those are a big draw. And there's usually a kettle corn maker right outside. I mean, you walk out the front door, and it's like, oh, you can smell the kettle corn. And that, at my last show, I bought some kettle corn, and I sent a message to my daughter saying, I just bought kettle corn at this show. The kettle corn at your school is better. So I'll have to get some kettle corn when I'm down there on Saturday. there's a lot to do. And I have a puzzle proofing assignment that I need to finish up by tomorrow. And they sent me another one on Friday, so that as soon as I finish up the one that's due tomorrow, I have another one to keep me busy. Yeah, it's my own fault. I didn't send a message to the editor that I work with to say, hey, I've got craft shows every 2 weeks for this period of time. Can you back off? No, I didn't send them that notice. Yep, I'm open for business. Send me puzzles. So there'll probably be an hour or so per day working on that assignment. Yep, it's going to be a busy week. But having little boxes that I can check off helps keep me going, helps keep me on track. Okay, what do I work on next? Don't keep starting all the new stuff. Let's finish some of the stuff I've got going and get my organization back up to date. As I look like at all my books are right here out of sight, or just out of sight for you, but I can see them like, oh yeah, I sold my monster from Edward's Crochet Imaginarium. I want to make a new one. Oh, I sold that. I want to make a new one. Yeah. Okay, no more new stuff. Finish what I've got going. Catch up on stuff. Get stuff on Etsy. Yes, that's the plan for this week. Let's see how well I stick to it. It's time to go make dinner. So, bye-bye. Thank you for watching.